Welcome to MJ Welch Auctioneers Estate Auction 140. For those of you who do not or have not been with us, I'll share with you a little bit. Estate liquidation is what we do most of. We also do food liquidation, food service, restaurants, so forth. And we appraise defunct restaurants. But in this auction, we actually have a couple items for you people or somebody you know that's into food. We picked up two great true double door, the 35-inch wide coolers. Great shape, they look new. I mean, that's the condition they're in. Got a couple baker racks here. There's where you put your trays. Got this bar that it's also came from a restaurant, but really also part of the estate is some of the items you see here. These are vintage little toys, dessert stand. There's a box lot if you see anything there you like. I'm going to show you this vintage bar that we've had in another auction, but can't believe somebody doesn't like this. It comes with two stools. That's mid-century. Very great condition. It got a couple lamps, crystal stacked lamps. There's a vintage, that's a nautical brass ashtray. This screen, when they get on the back side, it actually shows the light a little better, which I'll do. We have this nice golden oak Curio cabinet. Have a few pieces in there, as you can see. This is a 8 beverage dispenser. This is where you put the ice tray. It's got, let me move this out of the way. It's got compressors in there, air tank, but it's in really nice shape. Again, for those of you who may need or know somebody who wouldn't mind having it, it has a hand sink, and there's a little food slicer. Let me see what's in here. This is a little set of flatware, vintage flatware. We can get that. Here's what's with it. If you have a KitchenAid mixer, there's a nice grinder attachment. There's 11-pound kitchen scale. That's good if you make bread. You can weigh your dough and so forth, or pizza. This is a box of vintage cookie cutters, all kind of cutters. There's a bunch of McDonald's. If you're into the McDonald's stuff, there's Ronald McDonald and some of his characters in there. And over here we have some vintage utensils, the green-handled utensils. That's a 14-inch high pepper mill. These are vintage mashers or pestles, whatever you want to call them or use them for. Toaster oven, a couple lanterns, a couple metal candle stands. If you need a good router, there's a good router. This is a griller. That's new, by the way. Even has an extra seal inside. This is a vanity light, brand new in the box. In fact, I may have a couple more of those. Let me see what else I got. We got this bentwood rocker. You want to bring that up? Or set it over here and I'll show it.
Where?
These are like acrylic on canvas. I call them plaques, you call them what you want, but it's acrylic on canvas. There's a nice gilt lamp. This is actually came out of a Subway. This is what they call a cocktail table. And it's instead of like Formica, this is Plymouth, which is much more durable, commercial grade. You see all these vintage Crocks? Apparently the lady we're representing, his mother, had an antique store years ago and died, and she had this stuff in storage, so she asked us if we could sell it. There's tins. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you again. You can use this in the house, but this is actually a tablecraft high chair. It's got the straps. Restaurants use it, but you can also use it at home. Now I'm going to turn around here and I'm going to show you a little bit of this screen. How actually the light's not showing that great because it's gone down a little bit. But that's that's copper. It looks like a copper screen. Here's a vintage, I don't know, those of you my age remember these are very nice. Little window benches, you know, cul-de-sac type. But those, a vintage piece, those are iron legs. 93-inch area rug, those Stoneware planter. You got a lucite armless chair. You got the vintage horse tricycle. You can see a little bit how that is. The stirrups are right here. The leather had broke, but you can get you another leather strap for that. And these came usually with the original horsehair tail, and the horsehair is gone. If I wanted to show a tail, I'd probably put some strands of rayon or something that you sew with. You could make a nice tail out of that. There's some more Crocks. This is the back side of that bar I wanted to show you. This is really great. Even has the cutting board for lime, lemon, and so forth. It's got the nice drawers. Nice piece. Okay. Here's the Crock. Here's this bench. This is all hand carved. We got the 4 matching floor oil paintings. This bed did not sell last time. I would really like to find it a home. It's really got the intricate work on it. Looks like a queen size. Look at all the Crocks. Now I got better pictures on the web, I think, of this, so you can look a little bit more. You got the vintage scales. These are spools. Those of you who know what spools are. These are vintage. These are carpet beaters. That's a carpet beater. You've seen the carpet on them. They didn't have vacuums. They took the carpet and beat it. There's a Buddha. This is a painting on burlap. Nice little winter scene if you'd like that. This is a little 32-inch portable TV. Has the bracket. I do not have, I got one more. I do not have the remote, but you can buy a Universal for about $8, I think. That's a scarf, and you women will recognize some of the names. This is a vintage piece there. We won't go into what all the pieces are. This is also this mobility. It's about a $4,000 Jazzy mobility scooter. We just put batteries in this, so it's got brand new batteries, and if you need that, I know a lot of insurance companies pay for those, but a lot of them won't pay for it. These are Henredon. I have 2 of these. They're older Henredons. They were very expensive new, I know. Inside, this is all Waterford, if you like Waterford. I'll show you a little bit. I got some vintage watches. This is like an assortment or box lot, if you want to call it. Over here we have, oh, down here is a bag of hinges. So if you want to replace the hinges in either one, you can. I'll split them up. If somebody buys both, that would be nice, but if they only buy one, I'll split the hinges up. There's some Fenton right there, Roll Dalton. There's some mother of pearl, sterling. That's a vintage hall pot. These three pieces go together. This is old Royal Dalton.
The sofas.
Chainsaw. This is one of those steel chainsaw. Steel, S-T-I-H-L. This is brand new. The lady who bought it said she bought it when she got it. It looked too complicated and scared her, so she'd rather sell it than deal with it. And that's like a $300 new. So whoever gets that's even got some oil in there. Whoever gets that will get a nice little deal. We have one of these, again, this is Plymouth tables, and the feet, you can adjust if it's so low and even. These are commercial grade. I got a couple of those. I got the bronze chandelier. There's the other 32-inch TV, it's wall mount, no a remote. A lot of you know what this kind of keyboard is. You need that. Or coffee grinder. This is a, whatever you call it. But there's some more mashers. Lots of mashers, boxes, vintage utensils. This is a little hanging candle. You put candles, crystal, you can call it hanging light chandelier. There's a bronze light. The cord is only like 2 feet long. You'll need a longer cord on it, I would think. There's a vintage ashtray from Italy. There's a 19th century. This is a French clock. The clock itself is fine. It's the finish is a little older. This old clock. It's wound a little tight. We've been trying to get it to unwind a little bit because you swing the pendulum and they will unwind. A couple wall plaques, those are wood. Nice little dessert tray right there. This is actually, you put a candle in here. This is different. This is a cold painted bronze monkey lamp. Oh, different. These are a bunch of picture stands. Yeah, I guess you could use them for plates, bows, but that's picture stands. This is old chalkware we were talking about today. Used to get these like this old guy at the fair if you won something back in the 50s, you know. This is a Tracy Porter. You put a candle in there. I don't know what you would call it, but you put a candle in there so it glows. This is wood carved piece there. There's some Venetian glass. She broke the decanter, but gave us the stopper. This is like a Mary McGregor dresser tray. The glasses are actually hiding the etching on it. And the gold swirl has gold fill. That'd be Murano probably. Okay, and we have this lithograph. And we're not selling him. Let's go back to this nice, this is burl walnut inlaid dining room table, and there's a couple cake servers right there, and a couple candle holders. Fresh off the press, we got, somebody gave us 10 of these. You won't find these on Amazon because they don't make this one. But anyway, we got those. And Let me see what happened to my camera here. I don't know. There we go. Safe. Need a good safe. This has been a good safe for us for 20 years, but we got a smaller one. I don't have as much money as I had then. And very, very good safe. Good brand. Good brand. Very expensive. You buy one of these new. But anyway, that's for sale. We got more of these. We got some of these vintage hats. Description, everything is on the web, so you can take a look at that. This is a nice little table. Now there's a little character on the web that tells you who probably made that. But I like this little table. It's only 4 chairs. It's got a little leaf on each side. For a small apartment or small room, small kitchen, it's excellent. These chairs are a little scuffy. See them on top there? I made the mention about a little scuff right there. That's it, minor scuffs. I believe you could have those fixed real easy. Let's go back a little bit. I got 2 more washboards. These are planners. And of course I got my German wardrobe that nobody seems to want. It's a nice German wardrobe too. I mean, it's look in there. If you want to put the rack up, you can hang clothes. They put a shelf, but they kept a bar. Okay. There's your vintage lamp right there. Santa Claus. What's that? Karen Dion. She makes expensive stuff if you buy it. Rolling pins, vintage rolling pins. There's a sleeping Buddha. That's good in the yard. That's a clarinet. Got some more stuff down there. This is a Thomasville serving cart. You see Thomasville right there. This is a vintage piece. These pieces slide out, and this to expand, so it's a Butler or serving tray, whatever you want to call it. But, oh yeah, and this is a freezer. We have a 20-foot cubic freezer that we've been using for years. And this is what it looks like inside. People have been asking to buy it. I said, well, it's full of food, but we finally emptied it. And it's in good shape. We use it. And when I empty this one, I'm gonna sell this one. But I got a ways to go, you see, so. But as soon as I'm gonna sell that one. But let's move on so we can finish here. Santa Claus got that. There's another Plymouth cocktail table. This is a metal vase. It's a metal vase. These are early 20th century tassels hanging on it. Nice pieces. Those came out of a very expensive home in Boca Raton. Okay, now, here you go. We got this marble and brass table. I got a pair. These are Drexel chairs, oversized chairs. Drexel over there. The other one is over there. I got another Buddha there.
Did you mine?
I got area rug. And then I got this great looking sofa. Nice style. It really looks and very comfortable, I have to say. And then we had the Venetian mirror. We got this little sucker down here too, the marble top. That's brass base leg. We got some vintage, that's a vintage bag. Let me go around here just a minute. And then we have, these are Lou Casey boots. If any of you know, those are alligator boots. New, they probably cost about $1,400. There's two pistol gun cases, vintage leather bag. Oh gosh, we got these. I thought I was going to have some more designer stuff, but apparently it didn't come in. This is two fishing rod covers and a vintage leather gun case, even though it's torn. I thought I'd put them all three together. Opening bed's $1, but you want fishing rod covers, so we got two of them. And I believe that's about it. I'm looking around. I think we covered everything. Hope you enjoyed the auction. And any questions, always text us, call us. But thank you much.